Welcome back to Houston Life. With summer here and kids on break from school, there's a spot near downtown where you can find all kinds of free family-friendly events.
Yeah, food, shopping, live music. East River is a growing waterfront hub right on the edge of 5th Ward at Buffalo Bayou. Their Beats on the Bayou concert series kicks off tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And one of the performers you'll see on stage is recording artist Phil Wade. He joins us now along with producer and songwriter Isaac Yowman, who produces the show. Isaac, welcome back. Phil, it is so nice to meet you. We can't wait to hear about tomorrow night's performance. But Isaac, let's start with you. This series is really about bringing the community, getting out to enjoy a collective experience, but it's also about celebrating this neighborhood's rich history.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, man, East River is a new sub-community in 5th Ward. A lot of people know that there's a huge amount of rich art history just in general in 5th Ward. So this Beats on the Bayou is like such an amazing thing, you know, and we happy to kick it off for Black Music Month with some, you know, just time period music and, you know, celebrate with the community. So it should be big.
It's always fun when the community comes out just to enjoy the culture and just the richness the city has to offer. Phil, you are such a wonderful artist in so many ways. You have the Phil Wade Show, which is a sketch comedy show. So you're not only a singer, you're just a pure entertainer, and you're very funny. You're funnier than everyone. So can you tell people how excited you are about this?
Definitely so excited to be working with Chill. We've been doing ventures for the past decade, you know, all disciplines of art, recording art, acting in front of the camera, behind the camera, writing, creative, everything. And so it's always a pleasure when we get to work together doing something, especially for the 5th Ward community.
Your sketch show, by the way, so just down the road from 5th Ward, you have 3rd Ward, and you do a show, your Phil Wade Show, is at the historic El Dorado Ballroom.
The historic El Dorado Ballroom. Shout out to the 3rd Ward community and all of the time and effort and money that they've put into making that happen for the community. They really appreciate it. So it's a variety show, and we feature some of the up-and-coming live music, stand-up, comedian type artists all throughout the city, and have a great time.
And in case people don't know, the El Dorado Ballroom recently underwent an incredible renovation. It's right at the corner of Emancipation and Elgin. It's right on the corner, can't miss it. Go see Phil's show there, and there's always a calendar of events, always something going on. Isaac, let's talk specifically about this concert series happening that kicks off tomorrow night at East River. So when people come out there, what is it like? Do you sign up? Do you show up? It all kicks off at 6, but what do we need to know before we go?
The first thing you need to know is it's free. So
Excellent.
It's free, no tickets, no RSVPs. It's for the city, it's for the community. And speaking about El Dorado Ballroom, Club Matinee was in 5th Ward. So back in the days of segregation, those were the two places that people of color could actually go play at. And so this music, Southern Glory, is adjacent to Club Matinee, which is adjacent to my film Memory Builds the Monument. And so this is kind of like rebuilding what Club Matinee felt like, right? Like that good old soul, that Southern glory, you know what I mean? And so, man, we're really excited. The album is super special. Beats on the Bayou is an amazing series that's happening. So many cool events happening right on the water. A lot of people haven't even been to East River yet, so to get that vibe of arts right on the bayou is just a whole vibe that I'm excited for people to get. So many cool events happening this summer. I know my homie Kevin with Cool Dad is doing something with the Waxaholics. There's just so many really cool events happening this summer, and we kicking it off this Friday.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're looking at the event details right there on your screen, guys. Kicking off tomorrow night, East River, 6 to 9, live music, great vibes. The last time you were on Houston Life, you were talking about Memory Builds the Monument with that iconic club where that used to be the feature spot, the hot spot for, you know, artists to go and thrive. What is it about Houston that is so important to preserve those memories with community events like this to preserve these roots?
Yeah, for sure. That's why I produced and wrote this whole album as a time period piece. The whole album sounds and feels like the 50s, 60s, 70s when Club Matinee was. So when you hear this album, you hear inflections of James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Billie Holiday, Rick James, you know what I mean? When you think about that energy. And so, you know, that's what Southern Glory is to me. And I think people are gonna be able to get a really good feeling of what it is. And kicking off this album, releasing the first single in Black Music Month, Juneteenth right around the corner. Just all the stars aligning. Myself and the East River team, alongside close friends like the Shar, Fifth Ward CRC, we've been working on this for a while. So super excited for people to see this come to life. And it's a big deal. We hoping this is going to be the biggest turnout and people get a chance to hang out on the water, kick back, vibe, bring family friendly, bring the kids, bring the bay, all of that, and just hang out and chill and kick it on the lawn.
Guys, we got about a minute left before we have this live performance from Mr. Phil Wade here. I have to imagine that as a producer, songwriter, and also a performer, you're so dynamic, Phil. To get a response from an audience, to do what you love is one thing, but when your material is rooted in the culture and the history of a dynamic city like Houston, and I know those folks from the 50s, 60s, and 70s would be so proud to see what you're both doing today, keeping these memories and traditions alive. What does it mean for both of you personally to be able to perform and create this type of material?
Oh man, it's a great honor. In my mind, I'm not a Houston native, but I've been here long enough to know that Houston is at the forefront of entertainment. It's like in the Mount Rushmore of influence in music and art and culture, and we're having our time in TV and film now. So we got a lot of great history and community right here. It's all right here, and it's finally having a chance to, you know, be seen by the public, by projects that Chill is doing, reaching back and just showing people, hey, showing our generation, we're bridging the gap, and that's our job as artists. So it's a great privilege.
Yeah, we shining, man. I'm so excited about this album. I got Grammy Award winning Susan Carroll on it.
Yeah,
like I said, my brother Phil Wade, Patrice Dominique, Spud Howard, just elevating these local creatives and these artistic voices. And we got so much talent right here. Bro, you a Houstonian now. It's a big
I
man.
agree.
Yeah, totally.
After a couple decades, you get the pass. I'm giving you the pass officially. But man, we just excited to celebrate, you know, rich art history in this city, and all of the new transplants and the out-of-towners. We invite you out to see what this culture is all really about. So tomorrow, 6 p.m.
There you go.
you
6 p.m. Again, so we're going to put the info on your screen one more time. East River Summer Lineup kicks off tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Show up. It's totally free. Isaac Yowman, Phil Wade, thanks for hanging out, but don't go anywhere just yet.
Yes, because when we come back, Phil is going to give us a preview of Southern Glory, that Southern Glory concert, ahead of his performance. So you don't want to go anywhere. Houston Life will be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Houston Life. Earlier, we chatted with Grammy-nominated producer Isaac Yowman about his Southern Glory event happening tomorrow night.
Now we want to give it up for Phil Wade performing For a Ride ahead of the performance.
Baby, let's go for a ride. Oh yeah. Baby, let's go for a ride. Yeah. Let the time back, let the winds blow. We can ride. So let's ride, let's ride, let's ride. Come on, baby. Oh, white walls in motion. The details are chroming. Glass house, no tin on it. Just a roll, picture me rolling. Oh my baby fine. Ooh, we in a vibe. Oh, baby, let's go for a ride. Oh yeah, baby, let's go for a ride. Yeah, let the time back, let the wind blow. We can ride. So let's ride, let's ride.
Thank you.
All right, give it up for Phil Wade. That was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Hey,
Thank y'all for having me.
So during the break, we were asking Phil how old he was when he was first on stage. Music is in your blood.
Yes,
You've
it's
been
in
doing
my
this
blood.
your whole life.
Whole life since I was younger. My dad's a singer. My grandfather was a quartet singer, so I used to drive around with him smoking cigarettes. Well, I wasn't smoking cigarettes. I was in the car while they were smoking cigarettes, and my mother hated it because I would come home and smell like smoke. But I was outside singing with my granddad. So.
What's your first memory on stage?
My first memory on stage is actually singing Yankee Doodle in like the first grade in the program. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a
Yeah.
We know that hit.
Yes,
we know
yes,
that
that's
hit.
a hit. It's a banger.
But in addition to singing, you're also doing comedy. You are just a natural performer.
Yes.
What do you tell people that haven't been out to the El Dorado to see you live?
Man, if you haven't, it's a banger of an experience, and I cover all the bases. I have a big back spirit, if you know what that is. I'm a foodie, and so we cover all the bases. Chef Dom is a featured chef who comes and he prepares meals and eateries for the people, and so we try to give everybody, please all the senses, the music, the comedy, the food, the ambiance, and so just shout out to El Dorado. Beautiful.
Historic. And we're so lucky to have El Dorado Ballroom in the city, again, right at the corner of Emancipation. Elgin, check them out online because there's always a rotation of events there. You're there about once every month, is that right?
Once every month. We're back there on August the 29th. That is our next show. So please stay tuned. It's a grand thing. Solange is actually doing shout out to Solange.
Wow.
He's doing a special on the El Dorado Ballroom here in the city, and it's coming up soon. So.
But if you can't wait till then, you're going to be there tomorrow down at East River doing your thing.
Oh, yes, East River with my good friends, Patrice Dominique, and some awesome musicians. Shout out to them. We're going to have a great time. Y'all come on out, bring the family. We're going to do some old school vibes for y'all and make sure you're having a great time.
That's right. He's kicking off the Beats on the Bayou free summer concert series. Excuse me. The full list of events is on our website. Just look for that Scene on Houston Life section. Phil Wade, thanks so much for stopping by. And shout out to Isaac Yowman, who produced this performance for tomorrow night.
Mr. Chill over there.
Mr. Chill.
Okay.